Hey, it's Chris. I make videos almost every single day, and every week I get messages, DMs, emails of people asking me what type of camera I'm using, and almost always they're asking the wrong question. So today we're not talking about a camera, but we're talking about something that I think is probably even more important. It's light. Today I'm talking about my new light, which I love, and it's all over YouTube, the Aputure 120D Mark II. The D stands for daylight, so this is just a single color temperature light, and we are using the Aputure LightDome 2 as well on it. So we're going to talk a little bit about the light, but also the different diffusion and options that you can get out of using the LightDome 2 with the Aputure 120D Mark II. So first of all, the light comes with a remote control that looks like this. With this remote control, you can, the main thing that you're gonna be doing is dialing in the intensity. So we are at 80% of this light right now. So we go down, we'll go incrementally down, and this goes per 1 down to 0. So this is 0%. So this is what the room looks like. So we have a little bit of ambient light floating around. I have my hanging lights and those lights back there, which I always have in videos just to pop it a little bit, but they don't throw too much light onto me, as you can see. Then we'll bring it right back up from 0 up to 100, which is a little bit much. 80 seems to be just about right for here today, and we are using the heavier diffusion on this today. This is what I've been leaving on. So there's the inner diffusion, which is just like the thing right in front of the light, and then there's 3 options for the outer diffusion. Right now we have the heavier one. It also comes with a lighter one. These are awesome because they just Velcro right around the perimeter of the light. It's a perfectly circular dome, and on the front there's Velcro, and you can swap out the heavier one, the softer one, or the third option, which is this, the honeycomb grid. So again, you've been seeing so far in this video the heavier diffusion. The light is set at 80% intensity, and it is right here. So my hand right now, this hand is touching the light. So it's just off camera, kind of coming in at not even like that would be kind of 45, and this is where the light is. So it's like whatever angle that is. And there's on this side right here, which my hand is touching as well, is a 5-in-1 reflector diffuser on the white side, so it's bouncing just a little bit of light back in, and as you could see, there is a little bit of ambient light in this. It's like kind of like a normal setting, as if you were filming in a house where it's not a studio setting at all. We're at the Between Dreams set here, which is just my living room, and with those lights. So why don't we swap this to we'll use the heavier diffusion plus the honeycomb grid. That looks like this. So this is everything exactly the same, settings everywhere, still at 80% with the honeycomb grid added. You can see how much that cuts the light, which we would be a little bit too dark here. So with the honeycomb, I would boost the intensity of the light back up. So we can see, that's down, back up. Here we are at 100%, which is probably a little bit even too much, but we can dial that back down and until we find the exposure that we like. And I'm using the small HD focus monitor right now with the false color on it, so I can see where things are just about exposed properly. This is 90%, which looks like it's just about right, according to my very raw and rough calculations of kind of being able to see the monitor from here. So let's go over to the other side of options with no honeycomb grid, and we'll switch out the heavier diffusion for the lighter diffusion. Here we go. And here we are now, this is 70%. Brought this down on the intensity a bit because this is the lighter diffusion and it was a little bit bright. So you'll probably see that it may be a little slightly harsher light on my face, and again, nothing has changed here. And also, I'm not metering light or doing anything. I'm literally doing this by looking at the monitor and trying to get it to look about right, because I think a lot of people that are going to be using this light aren't going to be using light meters and doing very precision. It's really there's going to be a lot of YouTubers who are doing living room setups, and it's going to be like, okay, cool, like set it up quickly, get it to be about right. We're not looking for precision on, I'm not looking for precision on this. I'm looking for something that I can set up. Boom, that looks just about right. Start filming, make a video. So I have been keeping the heavier diffusion on as my go-to, just like it's set up with the heavier diffusion, just because I'd rather have the softer, and it's usually just me with the light right there, so I can boost it up to 80, 90, or 100% as needed. So let's do around here. This is at 70%, and again, we're using this little remote, the little receivers right there. So I'll hold it in to go up to 70, 80, 90, 100% right there, and then we'll go down 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and 0. So this is what I'm at with no, and then we come back, we'll bring that right back up again, and till we get to 70%. So what do you think? I think this light is amazing. It is, all the YouTubers are talking about it as just something that's so perfect for what it's such a great light for, just being able to set it up, and it works in so many different situations for me. I've been filming my talk to the camera type videos like this. I use it for my 2-person interview podcast, so the Between Dreams podcast, which we film right in here. For that, I actually set it up directly behind the main camera head on, and it lights enough of the room to light both people. And there's pretty much not any other light, there's some ambient light like those things, but those aren't adding too much light into it, and it works great for that. I filmed a cooking type show, and we're also using this for the Between Dreams sessions, which is another series filmed here in this setup, and it lights one person playing music just beautifully, and it makes it look amazing. So I love it. The light comes with an awesome soft case that's actually really, really nice. It's really, I would feel pretty confident putting it in a bag, like traveling with it, really protected. The LightDome 2 also comes with a bag, and it is pretty easy to break down. So that was why I was excited about getting the 2 instead of the 1, because I just heard horror stories of how hard the first version of it was to break down, and I just do stuff where I need to move around. I do things on location sometimes and need to be able to transport my stuff. So I'm pretty excited that it's relatively easy to break down and travel with it. It's great. So I think that's the options of this light. Overall, I think it's great if you want a simple solution that you don't need to think too much about, or you don't need to refine your setups that much. You can pretty much set that light up, kick it in, and you're gonna get something that looks pretty good. Otherwise, if you like this audio, we are filming and recording audio with the Deity S-Mic 2 right now, which is going to be another video. So if you want to see more gear tech reviews, check out the rest of the channel and leave a comment below. What do you want to see next? What type of gear or tech review or tutorial do you want to see next? I'm really pushing this channel to help people who are making videos do a better job doing so. So I would love to help and share whatever you have a question about. So do that, leave a comment, subscribe for more, and we will see you soon with more gear tech reviews. That's it for now. Thank you and goodbye.